Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I hope you're off to a beautiful start today. It's so good to lay eyes on you. Thank you for your time and thank you for your energy. And this morning, I really would ask you, actually, I'm going to really strongly encourage you to lean into this message. Try to let everything else that's going on around you go away for the next 3 minutes and be right here and right now. And I promise you, this message has the potential to change your life. And I'm not going to change your life. The message is, the research, the spirit behind this research is what's going to change your life, possibly. And it's coming out of the Harvard School of Public Health. And this past year, they released their next in a series of studies they've been doing over the last 5 years. And it's based on the power of presence. Now, before you say, oh my gosh, presence this and presence that, here's what you need to know. What they have found in their research, this is going on for literally nearly a decade now, they know that most of us are only here in this moment about 50% of the time. In fact, I think it's closer to 49% of the time, meaning that more than half of our life, we're not here anymore. We're in future fear. We're in past regret. We're somewhere other than right here and right now. And it plays directly into the sadness that we feel each and every day, the mental dis-ease, the emotional dis-ease, the spiritual dis-ease. And what's so encouraging about this is that's not encouraging. But what's encouraging is how simple we can reclaim our life and our livelihood and our sense of peace, because they directly relate it to a spiritual practice that I have been working on literally over the last several decades. When I first read about it over 20 years ago, the power of self-efficacy. Now, self-efficacy is something that simply means that you're witnessing yourself doing the good things that you've intended to do. And here's what we do know about what's happening more and more in our life. Because we're not present for doing so many heroic things, like the heroic thing of getting out of bed during these difficult times and giving your best each and every day. But because we're not necessarily present for giving our best, witnessing ourselves getting up and saying, hey, you know what? I know my life isn't perfect, and no one is, and I know that there's some real challenges going on inside of my heart, and there's some real challenges going on in my work and in my relationships, but I'm working at them. And when you're present for working at them, and you really, really are there for them, you are building self-efficacy, which literally helps the brain reorient itself so it's not so much in that future fear and that past regret. It actually starts to build confidence. It builds compassion. It builds a level of peace inside of us neurochemically, which helps us to start feeling better about ourselves. Oh my gosh, is there room inside of you to say, I am open. I'd love to feel better about myself. Of course there is. And I know that is the same thing I'm working on every single day. We all are loving the idea of what it would be to feel more good about ourselves. So here's the cool thing. I want you to think about 3 or 4 things that you intend to do today. And when you're doing them, heroically be present for them. Let nothing or no one, no gadgets, no phone, nothing be in the way of you being right here and right now with that practice. When you meditate, say, oh my gosh, I just sat down for 3 minutes and I just gave myself permission to be, and I was breathing and I was allowing myself to embrace the moment, and I witnessed myself being a force of love for myself. Your self-love is social activism, but it begins with you. And the more that you follow through on your good intentions, the more you are rising into this space of saying, hey, I may actually have this. Or at the very least, I have a foothold in beginning in my journey of having this. The way that technology moves in our life and the pace in which it moves makes us feel like we are never enough and we can never do enough. But if we can let go of that pace, which is not real, and we reclaim the pace that is truly real, the pace of what our heart and our mind can connect with and fully envelop, oh my gosh, the healing unfolds inside and allows us to feel ourselves moving outside with a sense of possibility and a sense of purpose, a sense of grace, and a sense of gratitude. So here's to being right here and right now. Self-efficacy as a tool, a spiritual practice for your well-being, your peace, and reclaiming your life. Much love and all blessings to you. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.